Have you ever felt like you're just looking for that major life upgrade? We're always told to think big, go big. But what if the secret to a life that's like 10 times better isn't some giant leap? What if it's actually a bunch of tiny, almost invisible little steps? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to break down, how small, daily habits can create absolutely huge change.
I mean, it's the question we all ask ourselves, right? We all want that upgrade. More energy, a sharper focus, just more happiness in general. But the path to actually getting there, it can feel impossibly steep sometimes.
And the usual advice is to make these huge, dramatic changes. Find a new career, move to a new city, completely reinvent yourself. But let's be honest, that kind of pressure is, well, it's paralyzing. It can leave you feeling totally stuck. So what if that whole approach is just completely backward?
Yeah, the real secret isn't some monumental leap. It's the total opposite. Real, lasting change is built on these tiny, consistent actions that, over time, literally rewire your brain. So it's time to ditch that go big or go home idea and try a new one. Start small and just build momentum.
Okay, so what exactly is in this toolkit for transformation? Let's dive into 5 incredibly simple habits. Seriously, think of these as the basic building blocks for that 10x better life we're talking about.
All right, first up, habit number 1. This is all about creating a calm, focused mind, especially when the world around you is just chaotic.
And look, we're not talking about spending an hour on some mountaintop. This is a habit so small you can literally do it while your coffee is brewing. And here's why it works. A tiny daily practice just slides right past our brain's natural resistance to big changes. The goal here isn't perfection, it's just consistency.
And the payoff for those 5 minutes is huge. You're basically training your brain to stop overreacting to daily stresses, which lowers those cortisol levels. This simple little thing calms your mind, and that directly boosts your focus and energy for the rest of the day.
Let's move on to habit number 2. This one is about fueling your body and brain in the most basic, fundamental way you possibly can.
Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds way too basic to be life-changing. But get this, research shows that most of us are walking around in a constant state of mild dehydration. So just making a real effort to drink enough water can have a massive and immediate impact on how you feel.
This really shows you that direct link between your body and your mind. See, being properly hydrated isn't just about energy and better skin. It actually helps your brain work better. You ever get that afternoon brain fog? A lot of the time, the simplest fix is just a glass of water.
And now for habit number 3. Think of this one as your secret weapon for taking control of your day before it starts taking control of you. Okay, this is not about creating some super rigid minute-by-minute schedule. Nope, it's about spending just 10 minutes to give your brain a clear map for the day. By just setting an intention, you cut down on decision fatigue before it even has a chance to start. This simple little act creates a kind of mental roadmap. So instead of just reacting to whatever life throws at you, you start the day with a sense of purpose and organization. It's like a proactive strike against all that confusion and stress that can so easily take over. Next up, we have habit number 4. This one is all about getting your body and your mind moving together, in sync. Hey, forget about the intense hour-long gym session for now. We're talking about a simple 20-minute walk. It could be around your block, maybe on your lunch break. The key here is just consistent daily movement. That's what releases endorphins and sparks new connections in your brain.
The physical benefits are pretty obvious, but the mental payoff is just as big. A daily walk is actually proven to spark creativity, give you more mental energy, and deliver a serious mood boost. Seriously, think of it as one of the best ways to get yourself unstuck.
And finally, our 5th habit. This is how you create your own personal space for reflection and clarity.
You don't have to write a novel. It's really just about getting thoughts out of your head and onto a page. For just a few minutes, you can jot down how you're feeling, what your goals are, or just a quick rundown of your day. It basically externalizes all your worries, and that frees up so much mental space.
Journaling is kind of like a mental declutter. It helps clear your mind of all those anxious thoughts, which naturally dials down your stress. And over time, it creates this incredible record of your personal growth so you can actually look back and see just how far you've come.
So, there you have it, 5 really powerful habits. But here's where the real magic happens. Each one is great on its own, for sure. But when you start combining them, their impact doesn't just add up, it multiplies.
They create this incredible upward spiral of momentum.
Now, the key is not to try and do all 5 at once. That's a recipe for burnout. Just start with 1. Practice it every day until it feels totally automatic. Then, and only then, add another one. For example, if you meditate and walk every day, you're not just twice as effective. The effects compound on each other, creating a way bigger, synergistic impact on your life.
So, we've covered the what and the why, but now it comes down to the most important part of all, actually doing something. It's time for you to take your first small step. This one sentence just captures the whole idea perfectly. Don't get overwhelmed by some huge, far-off goal. Just focus on the very next tiny step you can take right now.
And that brings us to the final, most important question. And this isn't just for show. I really want you to think about it. Which small step will you take today? Are you going to drink a glass of water right now? Or maybe plan out your day tomorrow? Or go for that 20-minute walk? Just pick one. Because that single small choice, it doesn't just change your day. It changes your whole trajectory. Your 10x better life begins with that one decision.